Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be heading on over to La Masia to take a look at another Barcelona gem. And this time, we're going to be looking at Guillermo Fernandez. There has been a lot of news recently coming out about the young Barcelona midfielder in regards to a potential move away from Barcelona and La Masia due to the lack of first team opportunities. Let's dive into it. What is quite interesting about Guillermo is that he's also got a cousin called Tony Fernandez, and both of these players have been earmarked for the future and for big things. But in regards to Guillermo, I feel that he's a player who is naturally talented. And again, listen, it's at La Masia, so of course there are a lot of those players who are naturally talented, but he genuinely looks like a player who I believe could potentially start making some first team appearances in the not too distant future. He's already been called up for several La Liga matches this season by Hansi Flick, and in the summer he was included in the pre-season tour, and he was one of the players that Hansi Flick actually earmarked for first team opportunities. Obviously, of course, he's looking for opportunities as soon as possible, but listen, they've still got a La Liga to win. They're still fighting on Champions League and Copa del Rey fronts, so I feel that it is just a case right now where he's just got to bide his time and hope that he will get his opportunity this season. I do feel that maybe Barcelona are doing better than Hansi Flick maybe could have imagined in his first season, you know, doing really well in all of these competitions. So maybe the opportunities just haven't been there. And why would you change a winning team? You know, why would you go out there, you know, and try and change things when the reality is you don't really need to do that? So I do think he does need to just bide his time a little bit, but he is an extremely talented individual. Let's take a look at his style of play. As mentioned before, of course, he is a midfielder, but someone who does like to play in the attacking third of the pitch. Listen, Hansi Flick has a lot of trust in him. I do think, as I mentioned before, I think it is just a matter of time with a player like this. He isn't the tallest of individuals, but he's definitely got great slow center of gravity, and you can tell that in a few seasons time, if he can just develop, of course, in his physicality, he will be a very good player and will be able to withstand the pressures of playing men's first team football, because for reserve teams and for the youth teams, it does look very easy for him. He's got good speeds, he's quite a mobile player, he does like to play in those half spaces, he can get the ball on a half turn pass that ball into the striker or get a shot off if possibly needed. He's got really good football IQ. Again, he's at La Masia, and I say this, and I don't say this lightly. You know, being at La Masia, you know, it does seem that it is almost a requirement. It probably does seem the same way at a team like Ajax, you know, teams who have a philosophy of playing, a style of playing that does require you to be quite smart in quite a lot of areas of the pitch to be able to understand the game, you know, in better standing. As I mentioned, in regards to his football IQ, when he does get into those areas of the pitch, he does seem to make the right decisions quite frequently. He is someone who can also arrive late into the box, which then gives him the opportunity to, of course, get those shots on at goal. Quite a skillful individual, as well, as you can see here with most of these clips. Big up to Brazil Scout for the video. And again, it's just really that natural technique, that close ball control. You know, it's all of the things that you would probably associate with a player in La Masia in terms of what they're going to be really good at, especially the attacking players. In fact, I'd probably say even the defenders, you know, in the team, they're all quite comfortable in possession. And I do think that these are the kind of things that Hansi Flick is probably looking at. And again, it's just about whether he can translate this, of course, into men's football. Decent shot on him as well, so it gives him the option, a bit like a Fermin Lopez, someone who is quite in the same similar mold of individual in terms of where they play and what they can do on and off the ball. Like I said before, I do think it is just really about the physicality of the game, in which I just feel that maybe he isn't quite ready. But listen, it's all a matter of timing. It's all a case of just, you know, having the manager putting that faith in you, and of course he will get those opportunities if he just bides his time. as you can see, you know, a host of clubs are looking at him. Porto, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Borussia Dortmund. All of these top clubs in and around Europe are definitely looking at him, and also his cousin Tony as well. And I do think that if Barcelona are not careful, they will lose him. And he is a very, very good and talented individual. But unfortunately for him, you know, he's in a club and he's at a club that, you know, has quite a lot of those players. And, you know, of course, alongside his cousin, he's still got players like Lamine Yamal, Gavi, Balde, Fermin Lopez, Kubasi. You know, there's so many youngsters already in the Barcelona first team. So he should obviously look at this situation at this moment in time. And of course, every player wants to play football. That is what we're trying to do. That's what they want to do. It's why they get up every single morning training from dawn till dusk. So I totally understand, you know, maybe the little bit of frustrations that he probably has at this current moment in time, but he should see that there is a pathway at Barcelona. Not many clubs are able to produce the talent level, you know, to be able to play at the high end of European football like a Barcelona. So the sheer fact that he has been touted, you know, by Hansi Flick and by those at Barcelona as someone to watch for the future, someone who can potentially, you know, make inroads into that first team, I believe he should just stay. He's a very, very talented, he's a very, very good young player. I think maybe he'll get some opportunities towards the back end of the season. You never know, someone potentially may get injured, or, you know, God forbid, but these things happen in football. And I just think that maybe he should just take stock in the summer, have a word with Hansi Flick, see what things are looking like at that moment in time. And if he feels that, you know, he's going to get more game time at a Borussia Dortmund or a Porto where he can still go and develop, you know, and still be able to get some first team minutes and maybe even come back to Barcelona at a later date, then so be it. But I think right now, with all the interest, with all the noise surrounding the player, I just think he just needs to keep his head down, keep doing what you're doing, because clearly, whatever you're doing, these are the reasons why these top teams are looking at you in the first place, and then you'll be able to really progress your career. But we shall wait and see. Guys, let me know in the comment section, what do you think about Guillermo Fernandez? What do you think about his cousin Tony? Do you feel that these are two players who should stay at Barcelona or should make the move? Are Barcelona making a mistake by not giving him the assurances that he needs or that he wants? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, people. We'll catch you guys soon.